A misfit band joins together on the path to fame. But when all eyes are on the band, nefarious schemes happen in the background. While Siri, S. Lee, and Perrin attempt to pull off their petty crimes, they rely on the help of Whiskey and Rindir to help keep Alexa in the dark on what's really going on whenever Alexa and the Echoes take the stage. I'm your host and dungeon master for this game, Anthony M. Copeland. Let's have the band take the stage and start the show.
Yeah, guys, this lady paid to hang out with you guys for a little bit, and she wanted to meet Whiskey.
People pay for that shit?
Yeah, we're awesome, remember? I'm gonna subtly wink at him.
I'm not gonna get it.
We're amazing.
So, yeah, she immediately goes to crouch next to Whiskey and says, "Your drumming was amazing. How do you beat so fast?"
There are so many jokes, man. Yeah, you know, just training throughout the years. Punch a lot of things. You did pick it up here and there.
I like a man with rhythm.
I like a man with rhythm, too.
Oh, you like men?
I like what I like.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to have wasted your time. And she gets up to walk away.
You don't want to have a drink first? You just paid to hang out with us.
She's already going over to Rindir and saying, "So, you're really good with that violin. I saw how fast your fingers were moving."
Thank you?
Did you? Your friend over there doesn't seem to like girls, but you like girls?
I guess. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, I met a few that are cool, I guess. But...
You guys are almost really awkward.
I just wanted to drink, honestly. I didn't care about getting laid.
Alcohol is his only mistress.
How did you get so good?
I practiced quite a bit. All the time, actually.
Well, you're not practicing now.
Oh, I just finished a performance.
That's true. Are you tired?
Yeah, a little bit, I suppose.
Do you want to go to bed?
I mean, it's not too late yet.
We don't have to sleep.
Someone rescue the poor man.
No, this is hilarious, Ellen.
I want you to say no so that she will move on to Alexa next.
Like, what else would you do? Oh, I see what you mean. Well,
She gets up and holds her hand out. Come on, we'll get a room. It'll be fun.
I kind of have a room, but I suppose
Oh, show me.
it might be kind of messy.
I don't mind. I like it a little bit messy.
Oh, God. I kind of look over at everyone else like, what's going on?
As we say in the UK, you're getting pulled, mate.
As he turns around for one last look at his comrade, he'll cheers him and say, "Thank you." And then start drinking.
I think she's a maid and she wants to help clean up.
Oh, maybe that's it.
So anyway, she's gently pulling you by the hand towards the rooms. Are you going to go with her?
I don't know. I might want to insight check her, make sure she's not trying to kill me or something.
Not trying to kill you.
Who knows? People can be kind of crazy.
That was my first thought, man.
That was a terrible insight. God damn.
Yeah, you're convinced she's going to eat you alive.
Completely flustered. She's like, I don't know what's going on.
So yeah, you're just terrified. What you gonna do?
Panic.
Are you going to go into a fight there on the stage?
I think I hear someone calling for me.
I'll see the panic on my friend's face, and I'll say, "Hey, I think we have to practice for tomorrow's set. We're not playing the same one again, right?"
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
Oh, are you two together? She asks.
He's part of the band.
Can we travel together?
They're partners.
Oh, okay.
Did we just blow off our one and only groupie?
Yes, she's a little disappointed. Does anybody else want to console this poor horny woman?
I'll turn to Alexa and say, "I'm pretty sure you don't need the practice, though, if you want to go hang out with her."
Yeah, Alexa's not going anywhere near that lady. Alexa's got her new panpipe. She's got to figure those out.
Tell her if she comes by tomorrow after the show, I'll treat her to a drink. She's got to practice tonight.
So, did you feel like you got your money in with Whiskey?
I don't think he likes girls.
I don't know. Maybe.
Shame, because, she says, putting her hand not too delicately on your chest. I was really looking forward to spending some time with him. Now I'm going to spend the night alone, and I don't know what I'll do.
Well, that's a shame.
Do you have any ideas where I could go? Who I could be with?
Well, I got a bathtub upstairs. That's where I'm spending tonight.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
Tell you what, I actually have a place of my own not too far when it comes to
Sure.
All right. So the lady in red smiles and sachets her way out of the tavern, looking back over her shoulder to make sure you're following.
I guess I am. This is going to be interesting.
Okay.
Let's see if I die.
And now we need to find new security.
Well, don't worry. I got to pick my fighting class, and I picked protection, so...
I don't think it works that way.
Damn.
You don't have immunity to disease yet.
It's not that kind of shield.
Perrin is going to look after
The hatful of gold.
that and Siri.
You're going to stalk along after us?
Yeah.
In the meantime, the bartender's gone, well, they're too fucked off too then. Hey, sorry to be about like this, but I'm going to need my cut of your takings for tonight to Alexa and the rest of the band.
Alexa just looks at the bartender and just says, I don't deal with the financials, and walks away.
Yeah, but the guy who does just left with a pretty woman.
I'll take care of this. I'm going to assume Siri left the bag, money.
Siri, did you leave the bag or did you grab it on the way out?
I left it, but I think Perrin grabbed it, right?
Yeah, I didn't leave it unattended.
So you left with all the money that you lifted off of customers as well as all of the official takings and then followed Siri, right?
Yeah, are we within earshot that if they yell, we would be able to hear them yell?
Yeah, I'm assuming that you're going to try and follow without looking like you're following as best as you can. Siri, the lady leads you by the hand to a little house not far away. Doesn't look like anybody's home. It looks a little bit run down, a little bit neglected, but, pretty lady, so...
I thought you were a maid.
What gave you that idea?
You kept asking about things being dirty.
Oh, wrong kind of dirty. Do you want me to show you what kind of dirty?
Guess. What does dirty mean?
She smiles and leads you upstairs to the bedroom.
I see. This is pretty filthy.
Oh, damn.
Don't look at the room. Look at me, she says. She drops her dress and she's...
You look pretty clean, though.
You're not the right place. Well, do you want to get closer and check me?
I mean, I can kind of see. I have dark vision.
You'll be fine. Those lips
man.
don't have teeth.
God.
Speaking of which, Perrin, when you saw them enter the building, are you just going to lurk outside? Are you going to try and peek in through the windows? Are you going to try and follow them in? What are you going to do?
I'm going to do a perimeter, go around the perimeter.
Okay, and find the back door and the windows. Okay.
Just to know where all of the escape routes are and if there's anything suspicious.
In the meantime, Siri, the woman has started to try and take your clothes off.
I'm pretty clean, too. I don't think I need to strip for that.
Are you going to let her and just keep making awkward comments, or are you going to try and keep your clothes on?
I don't know. I think I'm going to try to keep them on, because I don't understand why she's trying to take them off.
You really? There's a naked woman in front of you, with a bed behind the two of you, and you have no idea. Okay.
Pretty high. So.
Does she need to actually touch you inappropriately for you to get the idea?
I guess, but I'm going to stop that.
You're going to what?
I'm going to stop that.
You're going to stop that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, if she grabs that thing like Play-Doh, it's all over.
No thanks.
No? You're turning me down?
Well, I never really turned you up, so I just kind of followed. You said you wanted to show me your place.
You're not very clever, are you?
No. Intelligence was kind of the dump stat, so,
Oh, well,
no.
I guess we'll have to do this the not-so-fun way, then. And she walks to the door, closes it, locks it, and changes into a were-rat hybrid.
Oh. Ew. Fun. That's interesting. You rat bastard.
And she wasn't supposed to be you.
Hey, Ski would never do this. That is why I stayed with the drink.
Well, obviously Siri wouldn't do this too. He just kind of follows when people tell him to go places.
Yeah.
I didn't mean my character. I meant the drink would never do this to someone.
Oh. So where at, huh?
Yep. And she gets 2 hits against you.
Stop it.
Stop it.
It's not very chill, bro.
She doesn't do a lot of damage to you, but now you've got to do a DC 11 Constitution save.
Aw.
Oh. You're now cursed with lycanthropy. Of course, you can fight her back, but if you don't, she's just going to say, "You're one of us now."
Well, that's not fun. Like, what does this mean?
It means you're part of the clan. You're one of the Were-Rat pack, part of the Thieves Guild of the city. We'll take care of you, but you have to remember that you're one of us, and that your loyalty is to us first, not your band, not your friend. Us.
I don't think I'm going to remember that.
Don't worry, we'll remind you. And she turns back into her humanoid form, puts her dress back on, and leaves.
Is lycanthropy a disease?
It's a curse.
Oh.
You can have it removed if you know somebody with a remove curse spell.
Okay.
Or you can go to the temple and ask a cleric to remove it for you. Or even pray at a shrine. If you choose to let it happen, your dexterity will become 15. If it's not more than that,
It's 12.
it's 12. So your dexterity will increase. And you'll gain a bite attack. Anyone you bite might turn into a rare rat too.
So you'll be a giant fish rat person.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I not do this? I should have gone with
Like you pointed out, at the moment you hide, but you're going to be visited by rats expecting updates on what's going on in the band from now on, because you'll be able to, talk to rats.
Of course. The asexual character has to...
This is completely cluelessly full.
She said she wanted to show me her place. I mean, there's nothing more innocent than that, sir.
Perrin, as you're doing your perimeter, you see the lady in red come out of the building without Siri. What do you do?
I'm going to sneak into the building.
Through an open window? Through...
How far away is she from the door?
Okay, so basically, I think what you're saying is you're going to wait for her to be far away enough from the door to notice you, and then you're going to go in through the front door.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Cool. All right. You're still being stealthy, so that's not a problem. So once you're inside, what do you do?
Siri, where are you?
Hear a little bloop, and then I'm upstairs. Turn on location services. Use Find My Friend.
I think he's using the chamber pot.
I'm using some kind of pot. You're never gonna believe what happened. She bit me.
Down there?
I don't know, it's kind of more up here.
It would have been on the neck, because you didn't really let her take any of the clothing off. It was either your neck or your face,
Not the face, that's the moneymaker.
Oh no. But she was human, so it doesn't matter if she bit you.
I don't know. She said some stuff, but I can't really remember everything.
You can't remember?
Yeah. I mean, she just bit me, so...
Where else did she bite you?
I think just the one plate. That's the only part that hurt.
Show me on this doll where she bit you.
I point at the neck.
You point at the neck of the doll that he picks up, or you point at your own neck?
Both. Simultaneously.
I think we have to go back and take care of the money, because I've got all of the money.
How much did we get? How much did you get?
I don't know. I didn't count it.
You haven't sat down to count it yet. You're still thinking all this shit.
Do you want to count it now, or do you want to count it with all of those other people?
We should probably wait until we're there, but we could just count it as we're walking there.
I think we should count it now before we're around that other guy that was skulking around in the tavern.
You still think he's the were-rat? All right.
What's in the house?
Not much. In here is a bed and a chamber pot, a dresser that seems mostly empty except old clothes. That's all that's in the bedroom.
Hey, while we're here, can I find, the deed to this property?
You can try.
What would that be? Would that be investigation?
First do a perception check to see if you can find somewhere it's likely hidden, and then investigate that hiding place. Does that make sense?
This is going to be...
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 19.
So in this room, you think you find a creaky floorboard that might be a hidden hiding spot. Investigate the floorboard.
This floor is squeaky.
Yeah, it's just a squeaky floorboard. It's not actually a stash.
Perrine, if you can find me a copy of, what the deeds look like, it helps me make a better copy. So if you, keep your sneaky eyes open, I can make that house deed a lot better. Because right now it's kind of
Okay. I thought you were proficient in that.
I am, but...
But he's never seen an actual deed before, so he's made a very, official-looking document.
Okay.
But he has no idea if it looks the way
real
it's supposed to look. Yes.
Yeah, because if I have a copy of it, I can copy it almost exactly. But I just kind of made this one up based on what I would think it would look like.
Here's what we'll do.
It's got a very pretty border that's like all leaves and mushrooms at the moment.
Okay.
So I mean, it would pass if they were dumb, but if they pay too much attention.
So while you're searching this, the more you look at it, clearly abandoned house.
Oh shit, this place is abandoned. Should have known this wasn't her house.
Alexa, Rindir, and Whis.
That lady was weird.
Yeah, I would not have followed her.
Yeah, Perrin and Siri have been gone for a little while yet.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fine.
I'm still nervously at the bar because I can't pay this dude's cut, and he won't let me leave.
So, did your friends go off and have a threesome with that lady, do you think?
Honestly, probably. Those two are pretty close, so I wouldn't put it past them. But whenever they get back, you'll be getting your cut.
Well, I better, because that'll be the end of our arrangement if I don't.
Now, DM, I have a question. I know we haven't paid this dude, but I have the popular by demand. So do I still get to drink?
He's already comped to your drinks and your room for the night, but it's on the understanding that he is going to get paid eventually. So the more that you drink and make use of his hospitality, the more he's going to take from his cut. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll pay for my drinks then.
Okay.
I have no idea why both of them went after, but they're the ones with the money, so...
Well, when they get back, we can settle up. And if they don't, then you can work it off.
Sounds good to me. And then I go pass out on the stage.
Alexa.
When Alexa walked away, she probably went to the stage to put her loot away carefully. And then I think she's probably sitting on the edge of the stage, practicing her pamphlet.
Nice. You have no proficiency with the pamphlet, right?
No, I'm proficient with pamphlet.
You do? Okay. So if you wanted to practice playing it, go ahead and do a D20 plus 2. See how well you do.
Well, I need more practice.
Yep. Whis, do you manage to stay unconscious while she's playing?
More than likely, but... I mean, that was a pretty low roll, so I'm going to say she was playing pretty bad. So that might have woken me up.
Have you ever had somebody play a recorder badly?
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. I'll say, woke up.
You wake up and say what?
I'll say you owe me another drink so I can go back to sleep.
Rindir,
Yes.
are you up to anything?
Probably just some light food to tide me over. Don't want to eat too much. Couldn't go to sleep otherwise.
What kind of light food? Some toast, some pork crackling, some cheese.
Yeah, toast and cheese sounds good.
Paul can rustle up some toast and cheese for you,
Sweet.
Or rather, Susan is going to be the one rustling it up.
Mm-hmm. He's still a bit confused about what happened.
You're just rethinking over trying to get your head around it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough. Okay, Siri and Perrin, have you figured out that the place was some random dive she picked you?
I slowly started figuring that out. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
coming down.
You find all kinds of broken floorboards and dodgy cupboards and stuff, but there's no deeds hidden anywhere. You do find a few rats, some of which are very much alive, others are in, various states of decomposition. Yeah, it's clearly not a lived-in house.
Odd, I feel a bond with them now, and I don't know why. We should probably get back. They probably are going to think we stole their money.
Yeah, we should.
So the two of you get back to Ollie's, and you see Alexa sitting on the edge of the stage playing her flute. Whis trying to block out the sound and go to sleep at the back of the stage, and Rindir just looking confused as he packs away his violin.
Hey.
Hey, you better pay this guy.
Oh, yeah. How much do we owe him?
He's expecting his cut.
What was his cut again?
How do you split up the money and give me my share?
How much was yours?
How much did you make?
A lot. 100 gold pieces, 10 electrum. No. Yeah, electrum pieces, and then 170,000. Yes. We made money.
You made 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 copper pieces.
Oh, copper. All right. Well, there's 5 of you, and then there's me. So I divide it by 6 and give me my share.
Are you sure you made that much? You look a little confused.
Well, I just had that whole experience with that person, and I don't really know what happened. And then she bit me.
That's nasty.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to touch my neck and spend 5 of my lay on hand points to cure any diseases that I might have caught, because I don't know where her mouth was been.
So you restore the 4 hit points that she did to you, right?
Yeah. Well, I can also use 5 to cure a disease, so just in case.
Does it just does diseases, right?
Diseases or naturalize any poison.
Okay, then yeah.
I don't. I don't know where her mouth has been, so
Very wise.
now I have to do math.
She just bit you and ran off, huh?
Yeah, she tried to she took off her clothes to show me how clean she was. And then she tried taking off mine, but I said no. And then she bit me and ran away. So I don't know what happened. I just felt bad because she paid us to hang out with us. And then, we kind of just dissed her. And then I also felt like it would develop the plot a little bit more, but she was kind of a bitch.
Siri, the 15 gold that you got from her,
Yes.
you don't have it on you anymore.
Alright, so everyone gets 16 gold.
Woohoo!
More math. 2 electrum. And then and everyone gets 283 copper pieces.
Okay.
You said 280 copper?
283. And then 2 electrum, whenever 100 divided by 6. 16 gold pieces.
Paul's very happy with his share and asks, are you going to be playing again tomorrow night?
Well, that's good.
Or do you have somewhere else to go?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to the band.
Where else is there to play?
Well, there's plenty of other taverns in this town. Maybe you're planning on moving on to another town. I don't know. I don't mind you being your exclusive venue, but you're going to be able to get more people to hear about you if you visit them in their locals.
Yeah.
People have their own favourite places, and obviously we got a good crowd here, but if you want to see who else you can bleed money from, you need to shop around a bit, you know?
If you haven't noticed, I'm not the best at making decisions. So, I'll probably ask Alexa and the others before we make a final choice.
Yeah.
Maybe you should talk to the band about getting a actual manager instead of leaving it all to you.
Probably. I'm doing pretty well, though. I got us a lot of money. Just the later it gets, the higher I get, so it's hard.
At some point, you're going to have to, replace your own stocks, because it doesn't last forever. You don't have an infinite supply of drugs.
I worry about that day, but as of right now, I have enough, so, that's future me problem.
Future you problem. So that's when some other game is when you're going to have to figure out where to find more happy little herbs in Cold City. Are you all taking your long rest and then fast forwarding to tomorrow?
That sounds good.
Or do we want to decide what we're going to do tomorrow?
What time is it?
It's probably pretty late at night. The concert went on till fairly late. With all of the messing around with the lady in red and everything, probably coming close to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Where's that other rogue at?
He's nowhere to be seen. He left with the rest of the clientele.
Perrin's gonna go out.
Where are you going out to, Perrin?
I'm gonna look for some more houses.
Well, you already know of 2 that are abandoned that you fix up. The one that Lady in Red took you to was a bit shabbier. Are you looking for the occupied one that are just...
Yes, the occupied ones that the people seem to be away. Yes.
Do a perception check as you're walking around. See if you find one. You haven't found one yet. So while he's still looking, of the party up to Alexa?
Is Alexa close enough to have overheard the conversation between Siri and the tavern keeper?
Yeah, everyone else has gone home.
So Alexa's going to go over to Siri to kind of nudge him to get his attention.
Oh, hey, what? Hey, what's up?
I think we should move on to somewhere new tomorrow.
Alright. Maybe we can go scout out some locations in the morning, see where a good bar would be.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. I know I didn't check, and it doesn't really bother me whether you're in the guild or not, but are you in the Bard's Guild?
No, yeah.
Then you might want to get that sorted out before elsewhere, because some of the other establishments might care a bit about that.
What is the bard?
Once you're vetted by the guild, then everyone that you do business with can be sure that you're legitimate and that you're not just there to fleece everyone in the bar. And, of course, if you do fleece everyone in the bar, and the guild find out about it, then you're going to lose your guild membership. But there are some taverns about that won't let bands play unless they've been vetted and cleared by the Guild of Bards. So, yeah, like I said, we've got an arrangement, and you can stay here, play every night if you want, but planning to go elsewhere. Keep the guilds happy. Know what I'm saying?
Is that just a Coal City thing, or is that like an everywhere thing?
Coal City seems to have more guilds than anywhere else. Because it's such a large city with a lot of trading hands between different peoples from different cultures, there are several guilds that try to keep everything on the up and up. So
maybe that's what we'll have to do in the morning, is go get you registered.
I never had this problem when I was just traveling with the family, but yeah, let's go tomorrow.
Maybe we'll get paid more. Actually sell tickets instead of donations.
Yeah. Of course, the guild will want you to pay dues, but it's not a lot.
Meh. Get to pay them for the privilege.
They should pay us.
If you ever get in trouble, then the guild will have you back, providing you're a paid-up member.
Interesting.
Oh, that sounds like a good thing, because I don't want any creepy girls coming after me.
Yeah, 0 out of 10 would not recommend. This is what I get for trying to be nice. After Alexa kind of walks away,
Yes.
I want to ask the bartender, so these documents and stuff for being part of the guild, what happens if you get caught with fake documents?
Depends on each guild. Each have their own way of keeping order. Some of them are stricter than others. Not sure though how the bards deal with it, but pretty sure you can't perform in town again.
Is there a way I can get that information without them, like, just red flagging it?
I suppose if you've got a friend already inside the guild be willing to give you that information without notifying his guild the conversation took place, maybe you could find the information out that way.
So, needless to say, this conversation didn't happen, and then I pass him 10 gold.
You're absolutely right.
About what?
These are shiny coins. I'm glad you showed them to me. Do you mind if I keep them for my collection?
Yes, you can have. Then I go climb into my bathtub.
So he's gone up to his room and climbed into his bathtub. What are the rest of you doing? I know Wiz has just fallen asleep on the back of the stage. Rindir and Alexa, are you heading to bed too, or?
Yeah, I'll probably go to bed.
Yeah, it's late.
Okay. Parents, see if you can find a house that doesn't have occupants, but actually is lived in. Yes, you do! Woohoo! Stealthy, stealthy, sneaky, sneaky. Even though there's nobody home, it does seem to be locked up pretty tightly, so go ahead and use your thief tools to try and break in.
And what am I using for that?
D20 plus 2, because you're proficient. So you get to add your proficiency bonus. Very nice. You're in. Which room are you burglaring first?
I'm going to look for the bedroom.
So you head up the rather nice wide staircase with portraits running up, and soon find yourself in the master bedroom. There's a 4-poster bed, a rather large mirror over the dressing table.
What do I need to do to check for, like, traps? Perception?
Perception. Now you're looking on traps on the floor, or on, like, the jewelry box, or...
I'm going to start with the walls.
You're going to see if there's any traps in the walls.
Well, any type of...
Any little mechanism or...
Yes. Well, unless there aren't any there, and I'm doing this exercise for...
Well, you don't know unless you look.
Right.
I'm just trying to think what kind of mechanism would be in the wall of the bedroom. So, but let's see if you find it first. You know what? Sure, it's not particularly well hidden. There's a ring pull for the servants, and then there's another pull cord that doesn't seem to be attached to the bell system. You pull that, and part of the wall slides back to reveal what looks like a recreational torture chamber.
Nope. No thanks. Time to go.
That's enough to nope you out of the whole house?
No, I'm going to look, but it...
You're going to step away from Mr. Gray's house, I get you.
Yeah. Is there an office?
Probably on the ground floor, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Ugh.
So yeah, you go back down to the ground floor, and you find most doors open fairly easily, and you find the scullery, and you find the living room, everything else, and then you find a locked door. Now, there's nobody home, so you could try and shoulder barge the door if you want.
Could I use the crowbar?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's still going to be an athletics check, but it is going to be slightly easier with the crowbar.
What is that, +1?
Mm-hmm. You kind of get the crowbar in the crack, and it pops out of the door jamb without actually getting the door.
Doing anything. How bad do I want to get in?
How badly do you want to get in there? Yeah.
There's been no movement outside or anything, correct?
Nobody gives a shit. You haven't alerted anybody. You know what? Yeah, that gets you in. You've made a mess of the door. You found the study.
Okay. I'm gonna look for paperwork.
Well, there's a rather large, nice walnut desk in the middle of the room. There's drawers in the desk.
Yep.
Around the room itself, there's like taxidermied animals in glass cases and stuff. So you go through the drawers. What are you looking for?
I am looking for anything that would look like a deed, and anything that would look like any type of guild paperwork.
Do investigation. D20 plus 2.
It's horrible.
That is horrible. You haven't found any of the certificates or paperwork you're looking for yet. You do find some rather detailed lithographs of the female human anatomy.
Because the head's not supposed to be down there.
Do you want to try again?
Yep.
That's better. Roll a d3 for me to see which of the... If you'd rolled high enough, you'd have found all three of these things, but with that roll, you're going to find one.
So roll 1d3?
Just roll a d3 so that I can tell you what you found. 2! You have found the deed to a shop in town that the family seems to own. It's a butcher's shop.
Okay.
This guy's not the butcher, he is the owner of that establishment.
Of the shop. Okay.
The butchers work for him. You know?
Okay.
So yes, you found a commercial deed. Anything else you want to do?
Well, did I find 2 things or 1 thing?
You found... I labeled the 3 items 1, 2, and 3, and you found
okay.
number 2.
Okay.
But if you want to keep looking, see what else you can find in there, see if you can find more paperwork or just have a general look around.
Yeah, I'll do another investigation check. That's horrible.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's going to be it because I've still got to get back and get the 4 hours of rest.
Yes. As you're leaving an interesting looking seal, you know, like a wax seal for letters.
Yeah.
You see that on the desk. Doesn't appear to be a family crest. It looks like a knight fighting a dragon.
I'm going to take that.
And then you're going to head back to the tavern and head up to your room.
No, I'm not going to the room.
No?
No.
You're going to cuddle up next to Wiss on the...
I'm going to camp out in a corner of the tavern.
Okay.
And put my feet up on, like, 2 chairs or a chair.
And just have your trance in the corner?
Correct. In a dark corner.
Of course.
Did you guys have a good time?
Well, I know I did, and I hope you did as well. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Games and Geekery's Patreon Sessions, where we play D&D with our supporters on Patreon. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider joining our Patreon page, where you could claim your spot in a future session. You'll also be invited to join our highly engaging Discord channel, exclusive to our patrons. We hope to see you there. Join us next time for another adventure with the Games and Geekery Patreon players.